There's a war going on this planet, as above, so below. There's a war for your soul. That's what this is really about. There's galactic wars, there's angelic wars that, we've read about and seen through the Bible. And it's a battle between light and dark. And every soul that is here on planet Earth has a part to play in that, whether they choose to see that or are ignorant to that. But the matter of fact is that there is a war that is taking place on this planet. And that war is between love and fear. And there's beings and groups of people who want to keep people stuck and rooted in fear and strip them away from their power, from their remembrance as a soul, as a multi-dimensional being. But then there's the force of love, and there's beings who are here assisting, cosmic beings, angelic beings, that are assisting in the evolution of this planet's consciousness and the evolution of the universe altogether. And there's a side that you have to pick, along this battle. I'm not saying, oh, you're either going to choose good or you're going to choose evil. It's as easy as choosing ignorance, like I said in the beginning, choosing to turn a blind eye to the evil that is going on. So many people would rather sit and seek comfort, illusionary comfort, rather than seek the truth. And we are living in a time and an age now, not even a time, in an age. We live in the age of Aquarius, the age of information, the age of knowing. We all know truthfully in our hearts and our souls, internally, why we are here at this time. We all know that there is a lot of changes taking place. We all know deep down that this isn't the same world that we came into. It's changed, it's evolved, it has ascended. And Gaia is shifting timelines rapidly. You are shifting timelines rapidly right now. And the world needs you, It's a battle about you. You specifically. You are a chosen one. You came here to help assist. You came here to assist with the love of the universe. And nobody can stop you in your mission. But we have to bring conscious awareness that there is a war going on. There is a war on consciousness. There is a war for love. And when you embody love, when you step into that love, when you step into your remembrance, you will unlock your gifts. A lot of us are ancient souls that have returned here to assist, to awaken, to heal our bloodlines, to break the generational curses, to heal the family trauma, to bring back alive the inner child, the innocence, the pureness, the pure nature of the human spirit. Because that's the thing, there has been a lot of cosmic things that have been happening on this planet for as long as this planet has been around. And that might sound crazy to some of you, but that's just the reality to it. And if you look up enough, you'll be able to see what's really going on here. That's the truth. It's way more magical, it's way more trippy than people were led to believe. This place is a plane of existence, it is a dimension. And there are interdimensional beings. There are multi-dimensional beings. Doesn't matter what evil tries to do, what the evil forces, what the fearful forces try, because love always wins. They show you in all the movies. They have to do that, by the way. If you watch these movies, these Marvel movies, these Netflix shows, these Disney Plus shows, the shows on Prime, they're all showing you about who you are and what is taking place on this planet. You have to watch these things with your first eye, not just what they're showing you a story. It's not just a story. A lot of these stories are about us. A lot of these stories are about what is taking place. A lot of these stories are what they are trying to, it's called predictive programming. They are trying to bring into the future. They're trying to anchor in these timelines. But that's why it is so important to you anchoring in on your own timeline, your own heaven on earth frequency, stepping into your power, stepping into your remembrance, and realizing that you have access to the Akashic records within you. You have access to information from your higher self. You have access to your guardian angel, to your spirit team. Yes, you have a guardian angel. Yes, you have a spirit team. You are a soul. You are a soul first and foremost. You are consciousness first and foremost. And it's time that you step into your remembrance. Some of you may be cosmic royalty. Some of you could be ascended masters in human form. Some of us are here to just learn lessons as a soul. Some of us are here to experience the beauty of this life. And you're watching this right now for a reason, because your higher self knows. Your higher self knows what you came here to do. Your higher self knows the power that you hold. Your higher self knows the gifts that you can activate once you begin to step out of fear. War on love and fear could play out in constant ways. It plays out here on planet Earth. It plays out here in other dimensions. It plays out here in planetary aspects. It plays out here in so many different ways. But ultimately, that's what it comes down to. And it's a choice every day to choose love instead of fear. It's a choice every day to remember who you are, to go within and to seek your power within instead of externalizing your power. Because that's what they want you to do. They want you to forget. That's why when you turn on the news, all you see is bullshit. You don't see anything good. They don't tell you to meditate. They don't tell you to eat healthy, but they're going to tell you about all the messed up shit that's going down and why the system is messed up, why you can't get ahead financially, why this is why that. That's why it's so important to protect your own energy, to remember who you are, and to choose to raise your frequency. And by doing things that are of high frequency, you don't need to place your attention on the reality that they want to create for you. You need to place your attention on your dream reality. What activates you? What brings you into remembrance? When do you feel in your power? When do you feel most connected? That is what is important. And if you feel that you came here for a reason, now is the time to activate yourself. Now is the time to remember who you are. Now is the time to anchor in on those gifts. You don't need to be afraid, bruh. You need to choose the love. You need to step into who you are. We all need to do this right here, right now. Now is the time to heal. Gaia is ascending. You are ascending. We are ascending. This is a choice. This is a daily choice. In the now, time is an illusion. There is no separation. So even those evil beings or evil people, we're all still one. So you ain't gonna go and fight this battle with evil. You need to, instead of trying to fight in the war, be the love in the war. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's gonna make the difference. You ain't gonna make a difference matching that frequency. You're gonna make a difference in remembering who you are, connecting to your inner child, healing, doing your shadow work, opening up your heart more, opening up your crown chakra, opening up your channel, and showing up every day in the oneness instead of the fear, because all are one. Everything is one, and everything is trying to balance itself out back into love, because that is the force, the source from which we come from. They told you in Star Wars, guys. They told you in Harry Potter that you're the chosen one. They show you in Marvel that you are the superhero, you are the Avenger. They show you that no matter how far off you veer off of your path, that you can always return. I'm a perfect example of that, guys. I went so far off from who I actually am, but that took a lot of patience with myself, a lot of forgiveness, a lot of remembrance, a lot of activating, a lot of reprogramming. And you can do those things. And you do those things by choosing your heart space, by coming home to who you really are, instead of who the world tells you you need to be, and listening to how the world is, this and that. Like, yo, people are just co-creating these same realities, these same programs over and over for themselves, because they forget that their tongue is like a wand, bro. Like, you're that powerful. Like, what you speak, when you speak, you create. You know, it's not just like, oh, you're not just talking, bro. You are a creator. You are a vibrational being. Everything is vibrating. Everything is energy. Speak love into your life. Speak activation. Speak positive affirmation into your life. In a world that's constantly trying to bring you down, put you down, lower your frequency, take you away from who you are, the most important thing you can do is try to remember and try to remind yourself and play your part in this war. Because you're going to play a part anyways. If you choose to be ignorant, if you choose to sit in fear, if you choose to externalize your power, then you know which side you're on. You're on the side of fear. But ultimately, even that side of fear has no choice but to come back home to love, because that is our natural essence. Remember who you are. Remember your gifts. That's what I'm going to title this. Just remember. A lot of us are light workers. A lot of us are light warriors. A lot of us are star seeds. A lot of us are the new crystal children that are here to usher in a new age of humanity. This world is never going to go back to the way it was. Everything is interconnected. Everything is one. Everything is synchronistic. And what you send to yourself, you send to another. What you heal in yourself, you heal in another. When you activate your power, you're activating everybody else's power as well. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Don't be afraid to stand alone in what you believe, because that is where leadership begins. You don't have to be like everybody else in your family. You don't have to be like your friend group. You don't have to fit in anywhere. You didn't come here to fit in. You came here to be you, the most authentic version of you. And nothing can stop you from that. Nobody or nothing can take you away from that. Your power has always been within. And that's why they've tried to hide that information. But that's impossible in this day and age, with the cell phones that we have, with the access to information, with the amount of people who are stepping into their power and channeling from their divine source, bringing messages to you, messages of remembrance to you. This is about you and your frequency, your soul's journey, your soul's path, and remembering the oneness in all things. Because even the most dark and evil are still a part of that one thing. And even they will come back to love. One day, somehow. But that's not what's important. What's important is you coming back to that love. What's important is you stepping into what you love. What's important is you aligning to your highest frequency and trying to align to your highest frequency by not listening to the old thoughts, the old programs, by not creating from the same place. You don't have to act the same way. You don't have to feel the same way. You don't have to be the same way. And it's not an illusion. You're not just tricking yourself. This isn't just placebo. This is reality creation. This is multi-dimensional. When you shift, the world shifts. All of your abundance, all of the things that you seek, all of the love that you wish to receive is within you. And when you activate it, when you be it, when you feel it, when you see it, when you hear it, that's when it becomes more real. Look for the signs that your spirit team is leaving you. Look for the connection and the communication with your guardian angels. Feel the connection with your star family. A lot of us have star family. A lot of us have cosmic nature, cosmic aspects. And if you're watching this, there's a pretty good chance you do. Remember who you are before the world told you who you are. In every great story that you've witnessed and seen, you watched the character struggle, grieve, go through so many different challenges and initiations, ultimately to unlock the power. Think of the story of Harry Potter. Think of the story of Star Wars. That's about you, bruh. That's about you. You have that power to shift the universe, not just your universe, the whole entire universe. When you remember who you are, when you step into your courage, when you activate your lion heart, remember who you are.